Hello my friends, what's up? The Dutchman, Ruben Buijs here. Glad you could make it. Just a quick video here. Justice League. Zack Snyder. Yeah, finally. You know me, I'm a big. When I was young, I read a lot of comics, Marvel and DC. So you know, for a comic book, I was a comic book geek when I was young. So it's so much fun to see all those movies, of course. And with Marvel, what's so great about Marvel, of course, is that the great plan, although the great arc they had with the MCU. Not all movies were, you know, they weren't all great. Not at all, but you know, this really stuck the landing, and it was an 11-year journey. That's never been done before in movie history. And with these, it's also a bit. There was always a bit of a pity that DC could not do the same thing. The quality just wasn't there. It was all over the place. Also with the storytelling. I really enjoy Man of Steel. I think it's underrated. The only flaw I have, the only problem I have with that movie is that it is a big problem that they got a character of Superman. You know, they got it all wrong. But the action in that movie, Zack Snyder is such a great eye. You know, for mass destruction, it's so good. They've really, especially in Man of Steel, they really, you know, Zod and Superman really felt like gods in that movie. You know, and a lot of people thought it was strange that they destroyed her entire city, but you know, that's what you get when you have two gods slugging it out. And Batman versus Superman. Also, the fight with Doomsday is so good, but that story was too convoluted. Too much things were going on. The movie looked great, and again, there's great action scenes. But after that, of course, we got Justice League. I really like Wonder Woman also, by the way. Certainly one of my favorite superhero movies. Gal Gadot really nailed it in that movie. But Justice League, with Joss Whedon, I saw it in theater, and that one really felt like 4 hours. So many things were crammed in that movie, and it was very incoherent story, and it did not look good. Especially that the end, you know, the final part of that movie looked like a PS3 game, or maybe even a PS2. But you know, I'm a Marvel fan, but I really like DC. I really like the characters. You know, I always felt like DC has not reached their full potential yet. It's such a shame. And now we have the Snyder Cut. 4 hours. I watched it yesterday. A lot of improvements. If you're worried, it's a far better, complete movie, which really, you know, it delves much deeper also into the characters. Really, it got really fleshed out. Of course, one of the big weaknesses of the first version was Steppenwolf, and this one is a lot better. Even sympathetic at times, and you understand his motivation way better. Yeah, but it feels like, you know, it essentially it's the same story, but a lot of things are added in. Some things are pulled out. So it's you know, it's just the construction of the movie is it's a little bit different. But 4 hours went by just like that. And again, the characters get their time to shine, especially Cyborg. Wow, that guy really's got a complete story in the Snyder Cut. It was really in the first version, you know, the Cyborg. I almost forgot he was in the movie, but in this one, in the Snyder Cut, you know, he's even like it's almost like the heart of the movie. This is really well done. Batman has still got a lot of things to do in this version. Wonder Woman was okay in the first one. It's still still solid in this one. And how to bring Superman back is also far better. Flash, you know, get a little more scenes with his father in his daily life. Way better, you know. The biggest problem of the Justice League is that DC rushed that movie. You know, you take your time, like Marvel. They take your time, give every character his own movie. You know, the audience will wait. It's such a pity that DC rushed their universe. This one, the action scenes are better. The entire movie, it just looks better. It got a far better flow. The scenes, you know, go naturally from one scene to another. It's not fantastic, but it's not one of the great comic book movies. Let that be clear. But it is good. It is good. If I would have to rate it, it's what would I put it? 7.5. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good conclusion. Yeah, and enjoyed it, and of course for the main thing is, you know, are gonna make a sequel. I really hope so, because there's a lot of potential to make a sequel, you know. But it's all about the money, of course, and if the actors still want to return. Going into spoiler territory, of course, you know, the movie not. Steppenwolf is still the main bad guy, but you know, the overarching villain is Darkseid, which is you know, Steppenwolf chief, so to say. And I would love to see a movie, you know, with Darkseid, maybe, you know, probably the most powerful bad guy in the DC universe, one of the most powerful. It feels, you know, it got like a little bit of the same motivation that Thanos had, but of course Darkseid was before Thanos in the comics. Would love to see a movie, you know, talking about, you know, Superman going bad and Darkseid invading the planet Earth. Not especially in that order, but and of course the last scene when Batman has a bad dream and he sees all those things happening, you know, the invasion of Earth, Superman going bad, and his scene with the Joker with Jared Leto. You know, Jared Leto, of course, in Suicide Squad. I really like Jared Leto as an actor. Let that be clear. But that scene with Batman, I thought was really well done. You know, you both see them as two broken individuals. You know, of course, the Joker is insane, but in the dream seeking, you both see Batman and Joker. You see them bantering, but it's just really, they're really hurting each other verbally. And you can both see their pain. They both lost so much. The broken individual. That was very well done. I would really like to see more of that in a future movie. Really hoping for a sequel. If you have not seen, you know, if you're having doubts, you know, also Justice League was really forgettable, but this one, the Snyder Cut, you really should be commended. 4 hours went by just like that. Can fully recommend it for the comic book fans. If you're a DC fan, oh, go check it out. I really want to see a sequel. So much potential. Not you know, I'm a little bit of a Marvel fanboy, but I really want DC to do, you know, to knock it out of the park. Because I also read the DC comics when I was young. There's so much potential to be even better than Marvel, I think. Maybe this movie is the definite way to achieve a thing, you know, to really make a coherent universe. We shall see. Let's hope so. My friends, have you seen the Snyder Cut? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Do you prefer Marvel over DC or DC over Marvel? It's all good. You know how it works on the channel, my friends. Let me know. I enjoyed the hell out of this movie. Go check it out. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, click on the like button. Subscribe if you like what I do. If you want to, you can support me on Patreon. That would be awesome. Promise I'll do this for the rest of my life. See you soon, friends. Bye-bye.